Hello, this is Lionel. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks about building your first application to Ubuntu Touch devices. First, make sure that you've set up the developer mode in settings. This is on the bottom with the about. In English, it's about here, and at the bottom also developer mode here, and it is enabled. Okay, so the aim here is just to build a simple hello world, as I already published here, a simple one with a title and a text in the center of the screen. Okay, so for this I'm going to use Clickable. You can find this tool when you start with the app development section in UBport's documentation. You can see in tools section Clickable. When you will be ready to install, after installing, you can get started, and I will show you some things. So here I'm going to start with the init argument of Clickable, and I'm going to choose the first template, which is the simple one, which is only a pure QML application. I'm going to choose that one. So it's possible, of course, to deploy an existing Qt QML application, CMake or QMake. You just have to know about how how we can ship files. So we will see later all this. He asked me if you want to download the template from a Git repository. Here's my title. My title will be written. It is what it is written here under the icon. So I choose Hello World Demo. Okay, same thing here. Here's the app name. It should be in English, I guess, and the complete name. It's important to specify it correctly, because it's going to be the namespace for the application for all the writable directories that we'll see later. So hwdemo ldebuf. That's okay for the one version. My name is Lily Dudu, and Lily Dudu at this is of course a fake email. I choose that license. So now I have something built in the hwdemo directory, the same as the name, as specified later. I can see, as you can see, there is some files. I'm going to open it with Qt Creator. So open project. I will choose that one, the CMake list file. Going to parse. What's happening there? Okay, so we can. Okay, why not? So here is the only file that is built. As you can see, this is a QML application. Of course, if you're beginning with Qt QML, I recommend you to start tutorials about Qt QML in general, and later, why not using Ubuntu Touch specific components. Here, this is a template that's using one of the main components of Ubuntu Touch, that propose some specific controls. But of course, you can work without it. So, what do we have to see here? CMake list is the build file. It uses some dependencies which are shipped within Ubuntu Touch, such as Qt5 Core, QML, Quick, and so there are some works to be done for translations files to be. This is a way to build internationalized application. that use the PO files. The entry point for Clickable is here. When we're going to test, first we're going to test our application if it works on kind of a emulator. It is not really an emulator, it's a kind of desktop application, but built within the container, build and run within the container. So if I choose the clickable dot and desktop argument, going to launch the containers, build within it, build the click package, and launch the application. That's okay, seems to work. Nice. If I want to publish it to my device, I only type clickable, going to build a click to push the click to the device and then to install the click package. Okay, seems to work. You can see here. Okay, nice. So let's see some files. So here is the entry point for the CLI tool. Now to publish a click package, you have several concepts. AppArmor is a file where you can put some policy description. If you want, for example, to use sensors, to use audio, to use internet, to use foreign applications, all is happening there. You can see documentation in the UBports documentation. More information here with AppArmor policy groups, accounts, audio, Bluetooth, etc., etc. For this simple application, I don't have to use any. As a reminder, every application on Ubuntu Touch are confined, means that they cannot access to foreign stuffs, such as documents or network or audio. So you have to specify here. What else? Here is the launcher. The launcher will be published to Ubuntu Touch. It helps the system to know what to launch, which icon to display, what is the name that will be displayed under the icon, if it's an application, if it runs on a terminal. Okay, several stuffs, and the main thing is here the manifest. Manifest is needed with click system, where we can specify the name that we have written before, and we specified here which AppArmor files going to be parsed against the desktop, in which framework it is built for. Okay, in PO you will see here the translations files, but I don't have any yet. Okay, so all that stuff are here. Clickable only package all these things. I can see where did he put my click files. If I go to my device, I can go to local share application. It is where are stored all the desktop files. Let's see. All the desktop files. It helps the system to build that kind of list, the application list that you see here. It's all built with the desktop file that he parsed. Okay, I can find my one, HW. Oh yes. Where am I? Oh no, I'm on the wrong terminal. Cat HW demo. Here is my desktop files. You can find the name, the title that I found late before. So it is important to note that now my application, you can see here, this is the same as that I have here, because he will launch throughout a click system the application. So he will start with a wrapper exec click, which will launch the command next. Okay, so this is where the desktop files are. It is important also to understand where can I work with files. Means if I can file to I have cache directory that I'm available to use within my app. I have also a .configuration. As you can see, you find the namespace of your application here. So you can put some files within it. You can use a standard path class from Qt, for example, to make it happen. So that's okay. Now my application test works fine in desktop and also on Ubuntu Touch. Next, I need to package it for preparing publication. That's okay. He builded that kind of click. And next, I have before I want to publish it to OpenStore, I'm going to launch review command, which helps me sometimes to find some errors in the files, or when I use specific policy group. Maybe it will tell us that it needs to be reviewed manually for security reason. So I think it's okay. It passed now. For publishing to OpenStore, after login with your account, you can manage your application and submit your app. Carefully read all this, of course. And I have just to specify my app name. So as it is written under, the name I've put here is on the manifest.json. It is where I can find it here. I will put that one. The title of my application, or demo. So I will not publish it because I don't want to pollute the OpenStore. But the aim here is to specify some information. It's quite easy to choose a category where I can put my application. In the information also you can put your source files, your issues, and here you're going to see the statistics, download statistics. Okay, I think that's all. We can add some screenshots and to put on save, and it will be published. Don't forget to toggle this on if you want to make it available for others. So for example, I can choose that one up. You can see the title, the tagline, and if the changeable appear. Okay, and I think that's all. That's okay. Bye bye.